Hi, this is Elisabeth Hancock. What if everything in our world was of a vibrational frequency? What if our world consisted of frequency? What if our lives consisted of frequency? And how we changed our lives, improved our lives, was basically around frequency. Well, I believe that it is. And I equate everything to frequency, which is a level of consciousness. Something that I'm always telling my clients, especially the ones who are worried about karma and the punishment of karma, is that what if karma isn't what we have been led to believe it is? And I don't think it is. I think karma, like everything in life, is around levels of consciousness. So it is my belief that we literally come in at the same level of consciousness that we left in our last life. And I'm not going to be talking about the interference of the deep state, cabal, and also other spirits and entities. I'm just going to be talking about if our world was an uninterfered world. What if the level that you came in at this life was the level that you left at the last life? And I'm beginning to think that it probably is. And when we're talking about level, we're talking about the level of consciousness expansion. So at this point in our history, we are moving from third density to fourth density and maybe even 5D, fifth dimension. Because it is my understanding that 5D, fifth dimension, is the same dimension that is space. And we are currently moving back into becoming at one with space again. We're moving back to connecting back to the galaxy, back to the other races, civilizations that I suspect most of us have originated from. And we're moving back into that expanded level of consciousness through the heart, which is my belief that this is what spiritual awakening, spiritual ascension is. It's an expansion of consciousness. And we have been stuck in third D, third density consciousness for a very long time. We can call this service to self consciousness. And we are now moving into service to others consciousness, which is 4D. And this is, if you like, moving back into the heart. Many of us have already been in 4D, fourth density consciousness for a very long time, because we've already been operating from the heart. But there are many of us who haven't. And as we choose to move back into this expanded consciousness, this level of consciousness, higher level of consciousness at this time, we're beginning to wake up to a much more expanded version of reality. It is my belief, along with many millions of others, that we have been suppressed intentionally and kept in this 3D matrix in order to serve the purposes of a small number of people, maybe even only as many as 150. But these are what we call the elites or parasites or vampires or whatever you want to call them. And they have sort of been keeping us trapped in this lower level of consciousness for a very, very, very long time. It's listed in all of our old ancient texts, our old religions. They all talk about these archon energies, these elite, these rulers of reality energies, and the ones that have been keeping us suppressed in this 3D matrix. But this is all changing now. The matrix was dismantled in 2019. We are beginning to move into a new version of reality. And in fact, the original version of reality. We're moving back into a 5D, fifth dimension planet, which is one that is one with the galaxy. And we are now able to connect to the other civilizations, races in the galaxy, because we are moving into becoming a heart-led species. So as we are evolving, we have been evolving through the mind only, but real evolution is evolving through the heart and the mind. It is all about the brain, the mind, and the heart together. So as we're moving into this new level of consciousness, we are, if you like, all vibrating at our own frequencies. And this is what my understanding is and what my belief is around how our world is essentially all around vibrational frequency. So if your relationships are no longer working, that you are no longer vibrating at similar or harmonious frequencies, then your relationships will start to go like this. Maybe your career, your business is not aligned with you anymore, and they'll start to go like this, because of course your own business is also an entity in its own right as well. Maybe if you are expanding your levels of consciousness, you are improving yourself, you are working on yourself, you are getting to that higher level of consciousness yourself, so that when you leave this lifetime, you will then incarnate into a higher vibrational, into a higher level of consciousness than the one that you came in at. So we are moving into this 4D, into this 5D, and it's our job in this lifetime to make sure that we shift from 3D to 4D. And how we do this is we work on ourselves, we improve ourselves, we become more compassionate as an individual and as a collective. We understand that we are all connected to each other. We understand that we are brothers and sisters of each other, as well as brothers and sisters of our galaxy, of our galactic neighbors as well. And as we do this, we will shift the vibrational frequency of humanity along with the planet, who is also moving into 4D, 5D herself, and we will then evolve in the way that we were all supposed to evolve in the past, but we weren't, because we were trapped in lower levels of consciousness and we just weren't able to evolve in our way. But now this is shifted, this is changed, and we are now free to move forward. And as we do this, we carry on working on ourselves, connecting to our heart, understanding that the mind and the heart work together as one. The heart has also got brain neurons, and the heart sends more messages to the brain than the brain does to the heart. So the heart is the thing that is leading us, guiding us. And when we do that, this is how our life, our world, our reality works in the best way for us. So I hope that this episode was useful. And as always, reach out if you have any questions, or you can find out more information about me at my website, which is ruthelisabethhancock.com. And that's Elizabeth spelled with an S, not a Z. Okay, take care for now. All right, bye.